Without our ancestors keeping these crafts going, keeping our history alive, we wouldn't be where we are today. Chickasaw, my name is Lori White Buffalo, and today I'll be showing you how to make a traditional fishnet. Typically with the fishnets, they would hold together a lot better, like they wouldn't use sinew or other types of that type of material, because once the sinew got wet, it would actually unravel and it wouldn't keep the net together like the cordage. When you first start out making a traditional fishnet, you would start out with your base piece, which is this top one here. And you would tie the two ends together to create a full circle. And when you first start out, you'll take another piece of cordage and you'll start by tying a knot. And then you'll go maybe an inch over and you'll take that longer piece and go over your enclosed circle, come back through, and then it's gonna create a small hole there, and you're just gonna go right through there, and what that's gonna do is it's gonna just tie a knot. And you should have your first loop. When I'm making my next loop, I usually use my thumb as a guide. I'll put the knot of my previous one that I made kind of right there where your thumb bends, and then I'll just start tying the knot there. And then you'll keep going all the way around until you get to your first loop again, and then you'll just drop down and tie your knot there at the bottom. And you'll keep going through until you get done. You should have these diamonds here at the top. So you're gonna try to create a diamond mesh pattern similar to this net here. And if you have a beaded collar, you can also kind of look at it, because a fishnet and a beaded collar have the similarities of the diamonds in the pattern. So when we're making beaded collars, we like to tell everybody that it's similar to a fishnet pattern. Our ancestors would use the fishnets to catch smaller fish. You could close it several different ways. You could close it at the bottom like this to create a bag, or you could leave it open to create more of a fishing net, which you could throw in the river and then pull it back to catch the fish that way. So if you're making a bag like this one, this should probably take you maybe 8 hours at most, because your diamonds don't have to be as small. You can just start making them bigger as you go through, as long as you can hold your item in place and carry it. So this was much faster to make, obviously, than something that would be more tightly woven together like this, which would be typically more of a fishnet since the fish couldn't escape it. But if you wove it together and closed the bottom, then it could be used as a bag. When I'm making fishnets and when I'm telling the different patrons that come up or the different kids, they don't know that they can actually hand make these like our ancestors did. So just being able to teach our younger kids and pass it down to them and let them learn and let them keep it going. Because when it's our time to step down, we need them to step up and take care of the Chickasaw Nation. I feel very proud that I was able to learn something of my history and culture that my ancestors did, and being able to teach it, teaching my own kids, that's something that makes me very proud. And when I see my daughters out there and I'm able to start teaching them to do some of these crafts, I know it makes my family proud and it makes me proud.